general session for commissioners for, pardon my voice, for Tuesday, July 20th, with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Crowley. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. As a reminder, this is a public meeting. It's being recorded. For those of you that are calling in on your phone, please ensure that you're muted by pressing *6. Thank you. And we will begin this morning's meeting with the approval of the minutes of the July 13th, 2021 general session, the July 15th, 2021 briefing session, and the July 15th American Rescue Plan public hearing. Can I get a motion for the approval of those minutes? Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crowley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Thank you. The minutes have been approved.
All right. Let's start with the coroner.
Resolution number 55121, resolution authorizing a modification and extension of the current contract with the Whitestone Group Incorporated for security services in the amount of $63,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kara Cruikshank, Director of Facilities and IT, representing Dr. Anahue Ortiz, the coroner. This resolution will be to authorize an extension with Whitestone Security Group to provide armed security services to our facility. The term of the contract will be for 4 years, effective upon approval, with an option to extend for 1 year. Pending any questions, we are asking for approval.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crowley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution number 55121 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Move on to the sheriff.
Resolution number 55221, resolution authorizing the acceptance of an Ohio Drug Law Enforcement Fund grant for the Franklin County Drug Task Force in the amount of $118,419.67.
Good morning, Commissioners. Albert Smith, Assistant Finance Director for the Sheriff's Office. This resolution allows the Sheriff's Office to accept funding for the Ohio Drug Law Enforcement Fund grant to enhance the battle against drug possession and trafficking. The one-year grant will be used for overtime during investigations. The Sheriff's duties will include the administration, implementation, and oversight of the grant currently and/or potentially involving collaboration with Clinton Township Police Department, London Police Department, Homeland Security Investigations, Madison County Sheriff's Office, Reynoldsburg Police Department, Roth County Sheriff's Office, and the United States Drug Enforcement Administration. The grant period will be from July 1st of this year through June 30th of next year. Pending any questions, I request passage of this resolution.
Are there any questions? Seeing none, I move for approval of Resolution 55221.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crowley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 55221 has been adopted.
All right, on to the treasurer.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thanks, Albert. On to the treasurer.
Resolution number 54321, resolution authorizing an extension contract with U.S. Bank for banking services provided to the Franklin County Treasurer's Office in the amount of $50,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jim Reese from the Franklin County Treasurer's Office. The Franklin County Treasurer's Office entered into a contract with U.S. Bank for the provision of banking services. The initial term of the contract was for a period of 3 years with the option to extend for 2 additional 1-year periods. U.S. Bank has provided daily depository services required under the contract period in a satisfactory manner. Both the Franklin County Treasurer and U.S. Bank wish to extend the contract for the first of 2 extension periods. The term of the contract will be for a 6-month period from June 30th through January 1st, 2022. The Treasurer's Office recommends, pending any questions, that the Commissioners approve the extension.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, I move to approve Resolution 54321.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crowley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 54321 has been adopted.
All right, thanks, Jim.
Thank you, Commissioners.
All right, community partnerships.
Resolution number 55321, resolution authorizing a COVID-19 recovery grant on behalf of Job and Family Services with Lead with Purpose in the amount of $55,472.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Dana McCrary, and I'm the Community Partnerships Administrator. Lead with Purpose is offering a summer camp for 25 to 35 African-American girls ages 12 through 16. And this month-long summer camp will help girls to develop leadership and communication skills, effective goal setting, healthy relationship building, and greater self-esteem using the 4 pillars of leadership, empowerment, adaptability, and discipline. Pending any questions, I would respectfully request the approval of this resolution.
Thank you. I just have a comment. Were the girls at the State House last Friday?
I'm sorry, Commissioner Crawley, I don't know that. It's possible. I know that that's one of the field trips that they had slated on their schedule, but I can find out for you.
No, I think they were. I saw some pictures on social media and was contacted by my last legislative aide that they were going to be coming. And so I just wanted to verify, but I believe they were. And they looked so happy. And I think Senator Craig and the governor met with the young ladies, and they just looked really happy. And so just wanted to make that known to everyone else. So if there's any other comments or questions. All right, I move to approve Resolution 55321.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 55321 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dana. Economic Development and Planning.
Resolution number 55421, resolution to adjust the boundaries of Montgomery Township, thereby making them conform to the boundaries of the City of Columbus, case number ANX-29-21.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Jenny Snap. I'm the Assistant Director at Franklin County Economic Development and Planning. This resolution is to consider a boundary change petition to adjust the boundary lines of Montgomery Township to conform to the boundaries of the City of Columbus. This petition was filed by the City of Columbus pursuant to City Ordinance Number 1483-2021 on June 23, 2021, authorizing the submission of a petition to the Board of County Commissioners requesting that the boundary lines of Montgomery Township be changed to make them conform to the corporate limits of the City of Columbus for the Perry Township area included in the annexation. The area to be adjusted includes 108 properties under 8 expedited Type 2 annexation petitions. Those petitions are under ordinance numbers 1526-2003, 0273-2004, 0008-2005, 0983-2005, 1859-2006, 1444-2007, 1862-2012, and 1327-2018 between the periods of 2003 and 2018 under the provisions of Section 709.023 of the Ohio Revised Code. ORC 709.023 prohibits the exclusion of land from a township upon annexation to a municipal corporation unless provided for in an annexation agreement or cooperative economic development agreement entered in by the township and municipal corporation. In this case, the City of Columbus and Perry Township entered into an annexation agreement on August 19, 2020. Under the terms of the annexation agreement, the area annexed under the 8 referenced annexation petitions must be conformed so that the territory annexed to the City of Columbus from Perry Township is transferred to Montgomery Township. And in this case, Montgomery Township is the underlying paper township. Petition has been filed in accordance with Section 503.07 of the Ohio Revised Code, and pending any questions, staff requests your approval of this petition.
Are there any comments or questions?
I'm just waiting to see if there discussion ensues. It usually does when we have a new commissioner that wants to figure out what Montgomery Township.
That happened on Thursday,
Yeah,
Commissioner.
Jim gave me, yes, he gave me the historical
I was out of
context
town. I was out of town.
of
Okay.
Montgomery Township,
Gotcha,
which I
gotcha,
guess
gotcha.
doesn't really exist, but does all at the same time.
Gotcha. I was out of town on Thursday, so I missed all that. That's good. I just minutes that I don't have to live through then, I guess. So good.
You've been
No,
spared. You've
No
been
other
spared.
comments or questions?
Well, I move to approve Resolution 554-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 55421 has been adopted. Resolution number 55521, resolution to adjust the boundaries of Montgomery Township, thereby making them conform to the boundaries of the City of Columbus, case number ANX-30-21.
Commissioners, this resolution is to consider a boundary change petition to adjust the boundary lines of Montgomery Township to conform to the boundaries of the City of Columbus. This petition was filed by the City of Columbus pursuant to City Ordinance Number 1433-2021 on June 23, 2021, authorizing the submission of a petition to the Board of County Commissioners requesting that the boundary lines of Montgomery Township be changed to make them conform to the corporate limits of the City of Columbus for the Blendon Township area included in the annexation. The area to be adjusted includes 815 properties under 12 expedited Type 2 annexation petitions. Those ordinance numbers include 0043-2003, 0582-2003, 0433-2005, 2301-2012, 2302-2012, 0351-2015, 1566-2015, 0105-2018, 0218-2018, 2442-2018, 2874-2018, and 0900-2021. Those all are between the periods of 2003 and 2021 under the provisions of Section 709.023 of the Ohio Revised Code. That section, ORC 709.023, prohibits the exclusion of land from a township upon annexation to a municipal corporation unless provided for in an annexation agreement or cooperative economic development agreement entered into by the township and municipal corporation. In this case, the City of Columbus and Blendon Township entered into an annexation agreement on June 22nd, 2021. Under the terms of this annexation agreement, the area annexed under the 12 referenced annexation petitions must be conformed so that the territory annexed to the City of Columbus from Blendon Township is transferred to Montgomery Township, again, the paper township. The petition has been filed in accordance with Section 503.07 of the Ohio Revised Code, and pending any questions, staff requests your approval of this petition.
Are there any comments or questions? Seeing none, I move to approve Resolution 55521.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 55521 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thanks, Jenny.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on to Job and Family Services.
Resolution number 55621, resolution approving sub-award amendments with the Columbus Urban League, Godman Guild Association, and TechCore Ohio for the Franklin County Ready to Earn Summer Youth Work Readiness Program, an increase of $1,148,036.06.
Good morning, Commissioners. Vivian Turner, Assistant Director. The Ready to Earn is a comprehensive summer work readiness training program that serves low-income high school youth ages 14 to 18. The program offers youth the opportunity to develop the employability and technical skills necessary to be successful in today's workplace while earning a stipend that helps to meet basic needs. The Columbus Urban League and Godman Guild provide traditional project-based learning and work experiences, while TechCore provides training designed to teach essential technology skills. The youth enrolled receive a stipend of $1,200 with the opportunity to earn another $300 in performance-based incentives. The response to this summer's youth employment program has been overwhelming. With this amendment, funded with American Recovery Act dollars, our Ready to Earn partners have been able to enroll an additional 450 young people in the programs, bringing the total number of young people served this summer to 900. This resolution also extends the end date of our agreement with the Columbus Urban League from August 31st to September 30th. The resolution supports goal number 11 of the Commissioner's Rise Together Blueprint. And pending any questions, I request your approval.
I do have a question. I should have asked last Thursday, but didn't think of it until now. How are the youth identified? Is there partnerships with the schools prior to recess, or what?
So basically, the program is widely advertised, and young people, either being TANF eligible or low income, actually call the agencies, that includes the Godman Guild, Columbus Urban League, as well as Tech Corps, to register for the program. And then they are contacted and basically determined eligible for the program and enrolled in that way.
Okay, and then my second question is, you were able, or the program was able to be expanded for an additional 450 youth. Was that known prior to going into the summer program, or was there like a waiting list that you were able to?
So basically, going into the summer program, the first week start, we recognized the extensive waiting list that were available at all of the agencies, and that's when we basically talked about extending and offering more young people an opportunity.
And is there still a waiting list?
There probably was a waiting list, but we have been able to, they've enrolled all of the 900 young people this summer.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yeah.
So, Commissioner, just really quick, Joy Bibbins, Deputy County Administrator. Many times in the community, young people know what agencies to go to in order to access these summer jobs. So what happens is they re-interface with these agencies to know how to get to but it's up on the agency to let the young people know, in addition to Job and Family Services and others, where we blasted out. And we also held online Zoom parental meetings, letting parents know that these opportunities were available for the young people.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and before there was 600 kids on the waiting list, and that's why we increased so that we can get those kids off of the waiting list.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Great, thank you so much. Any other comments or questions? Seeing none, I move for approval of Resolution 55621.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 55621 has been adopted. Resolution number 55721, resolution approving a subaward agreement with the Research Institute at Nationwide Children's Hospital, doing business as the Abigail Wexner Research Institute, for a South Side Thrive Family Support Service Initiative in the amount of $30,000.
Commissioners, the Southside Thrive Collaborative is a place-based collective impact initiative that supports Southside residents in living healthy, fulfilling lives by strengthening the efforts of community partners. The collaborative focuses on advancing program outcomes in areas that align with the social determinants of health framework, including housing stability, economic mobility, health outcomes, and civic engagement. Collaborative is made up of a network of 40 health and human service organizations, businesses, and community-based groups to help enhance communication, collaboration, and service coordination. With this funding, Southside Thrive will focus on 2 initiatives to support families. The Southside Assets Mapping, which systematically produce an information hub for community-based programs, partners, and resources that can improve the quality of life for Southside residents. And second, the Neighborhood Navigation Program, which is a service model that employs Southside residents to perform community outreach to engage individuals on their needs, and then prioritizes, screens, and links them to the local resources. This resolution supports the health goal number 10 of the Rise Together Blueprint, and pending any questions, I request your approval.
Are there any comments or questions? Seeing none, I move for approval of Resolution 55721.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 55721 has been adopted.
Thanks, Vivian.
Thank you, Commissioners, and have a wonderful Tuesday.
You too.
You too, Vivian. Justice Policy and Programs.
Resolution number 55821, resolution authorizing a contract for services with the Research Institute at Nationwide Children's Hospital, doing business as the Abigail Wexner Research Institute, to provide trauma-informed counseling and childhood programming as supported by the 2019 Second Chance Act, addressing the needs of incarcerated parents and their adolescent children grant in the amount of $104,784. Director Pride, you are muted.
Sorry. Thank you, Dean. My apologies to commissioners and our Franklin County family. My name is Rochelle Pride, Director for the Office of Justice Policy and Programs. Under this project with Nationwide Children's Hospital, Abigail Wexner Research Institute, we will provide trauma-informed counseling and care to children impacted by the incarceration of their fathers and linkages to wraparound supports for their caretakers and other household members. The children will be provided a suite of cognitive behavioral services and matched with mentors facilitated through Big Brothers Big Sisters, Amachi mentoring programs. The children's caretakers and other household members will be provided access to My Bridge to Success mentoring mobility and connected with other local services and agencies relative to their needs. Delays caused by the COVID-19 pandemic enabled a thorough examination of the original project goals and demanded program modifications proportionate to real and expected needs of the children and their families. We anticipate up to 150 families will receive services through the program. The activities proposed within the awarded Second Chance Act grant project align with recommendations offered in the county's Rise Together blueprint, a blueprint for reducing poverty in Franklin County. Please note that the purchase order amount is based on the anticipated liquidation for CY 2021. If there are no questions, I would ask approval at this time.
Are there any comments or questions? Seeing none, I move for approval of Resolution 55821.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crawley,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 55821 has been adopted. Resolution number 55921, resolution authorizing contracts to the Columbus Urban League and Base Camp Recovery Center for reentry, treatment, and case management services through the fiscal year 2020 Targeted Community Alternatives to Prison Grant Program in the amount of $201,273.
Effective July 1st of 2018, changes to the Ohio Revised Code prohibits some fifth-degree felony offenders from serving a prison sentence in an Ohio prison. To assist counties with offsetting costs, the Targeted Community Alternatives to Prison program was created. This resolution requests approval of 2 contracts through the TCAP grant program. The first agreement is with Columbus Urban League in the amount of $101,273 to support continuation of their Choose to Change program, which pairs case managers and peer supporters with individuals released from a carceral setting. Clients are enrolled for 3 months and offered a combination of in-person and virtual sessions designed to provide individualized treatment plans, support, guidance, and access to CUL resources. The second contract will be awarded to Base Camp Recovery Center for $100,000 to support treatment and case management services for uninsured justice-involved individuals. The range of treatment options include ambulatory detox, partial hospitalization, intensive outpatient, outpatient and aftercare, and in addition to the provision of treatment for uninsured clients, TCAP will support dedicated case management services for individuals navigating the court system and also in need of supportive services to address social determinants of health, i.e. housing, food stability, quality health care, and et cetera. TCAP funding will serve as the last payer of resort in cases where third-party insurance may be available. Base Camp anticipates serving up to 450 patients over the course of a year and has filled a treatment void for underserved populations residing in the greater Hilltop and Franklinton neighborhoods. During the transition and grants administration, TCAP funding was dispersed to Base Camp prior to contract approval, so the amount dispersed in error is included in the total contract award. The purchase orders accompanying both contracts reflect the amount of anticipated liquidations for CY 2021. If there are no questions, we would ask for approval at this time.
Are there any comments or questions? Seeing none, I move to approve Resolution 55921.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 55921 has been adopted.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Good to meet you in person finally last week, Director Pride. Oh, she's gone. Human Resources.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, Rochelle. It was good to actually meet you in person in Maryland.
You as well.
DC, actually in DC. Yeah.
Under-
Welcome, Human Resources, welcome.
Resolution number 56021, resolution authorizing a contract with the Columbus Running Company for event management services for the Franklin County Cooperative Health Improvement Program in the amount of $18,680.
Morning, Commissioners. Jody Lease, Assistant Director of Franklin County Human Resources, Employee Benefits and Wellness. Joining me this morning is Jessica McCurdy. Jess oversees all Thrive On programs and events, and really without her, I wouldn't be bringing this resolution to you this morning. So we're ramping up activity for the annual Franklin County 5K and Thrive On Challenge. 2021 will be our third year offering the 5K. And this year it will be a hybrid event, meaning someone can participate either in person at Wolf Park or virtually. So the in-person race will be held on Sunday, October 10th. The virtual race will be open for around 10 to 14 days around that same time. And again, we will offer a kids race in addition to the in-person race at Wolf Park. There will be no registration fees for anyone participating either in person or virtually. Participants will receive a swag bag with the race medal, and although the core categories have not been finalized, there will be race awards given. So this resolution approves a contract for Columbus Running Company, or CRC, for event management services for the 5K. CRC managed the 2019 and 2020 races and have been a great partner. They handle anything from pulling permits to managing the registration information, from distribution of race day materials, and actually clocking finish times. So we invite all Franklin County cooperative employees and their families to participate, and we encourage all skill levels to join. You can run it, walk it, or roll it. So before I ask for approval of this resolution, I'd like to turn it over to Jess to plug the COVID vaccine clinic that we're holding on site here today at the government tower. Jess?
Thank you, Jody, and good morning, Commissioners. Jessica McCurdy, Employee Wellness Administrator with Benefits and Wellness. And as Jody said, Ohio Health is on site this morning in the courthouse providing COVID-19 vaccinations. And they'll be here from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. They are in the Judicial Services Building in Meeting Room A, and they have both Pfizer as well as Johnson & Johnson vaccines available again. The event is open to our employees as well as the public. And we'll be sending a reminder email here shortly to everybody, just as another plug to get people down there. And this is a great opportunity for employees and again, the public to just go right downstairs or across the street and get their vaccination. So we hope to see some of you there and appreciate the time to give one more shameless plug about that event. Thank you.
Thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Jess. And with that, pending any questions, I ask for approval of this resolution.
The only comment that I have is that my suggestion would be the only commissioners that are eligible for a race award are those that are currently present today voting on this resolution. So that would exclude Commissioner Boyce. So.
We'll let you take that up with him. So.
I have no problem doing that. I'm sure Commissioner O'Grady will be right by my side. So with that, I move to approve Resolution 56021.
I like it. Anything that needs Commissioner Boyce. It's glad it's not just me anymore, too. All right. Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 56021 has been adopted.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Jody.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jess. All right. Let's move on to purchasing.
Resolution number 56121, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $2,626,018.10.
Good morning, Commissioners. Megan Perry, Volunteer Director of Purchasing, Presenting this morning with Marlise Wicker, Economic Equity Administrator in the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Commissioners, this resolution requests your approval of 39 purchase orders for which the county auditor has pre-certified available funding. And Marlise will provide data related to the POs awarded to SEBEs. Marlise?
Thank you, Megan, and good morning, Commissioners. This week, we have for your consideration 3 out of 11 eligible purchase orders presented for award to 2 women business enterprise, 1 small emerging business enterprise, totaling $16,336, which equates to 27% of the eligible PO value and 19% of the eligible PO dollar value, with the following agencies increasing their supplier diversities of goods and services within Franklin County: Public Facilities Management, Child Support Enforcement Agency, and Court of Common Pleas. Pending any questions? Go ahead, Megan.
Thanks, Marlise. Pending any questions, Commissioners, we respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, I move for approval of resolution number 56121.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 56121 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
You too.
Thanks, Megan and Marlise. All right, to the Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 56221, resolution disapproving an application to apply oil well brine to unpaved roads and lots, and affirming that the board does not intend to approve future applications for the use of oil well brine for this purpose within Franklin County due to environmental and public health concerns.
Good morning, Commissioners. Eric Janis, Deputy Administrator. Commissioners, the Department of Sanitary Engineering received an application by a local business to apply the use of oil well brine for its private unpaved roads, and per section 1509.226 of the Ohio Revised Code, authority for approval or disapproval of the use of this product rests with the Board of Commissioners. County Administration asked the Department of Sanitary Engineering to do a review of the use of this product, and after their review, we bring to you a recommendation to disapprove the application. So I'm asking that you vote affirmative for this resolution to disapprove the application because of environmental and public health concerns with regard to the use of this product. So pending any further questions, would recommend approval of this resolution.
We do have a speaker slip on this resolution. We have a speaker slip from Bill Lyons. Mr. Lyons, if you want to step forward. And if, Mr. Lyons, if you could state your name and your address for the record, and if you would, sir, if you could obviously limit your comments to the issue at hand. And Dean, are you keeping time?
I am.
If you could limit your comments to 3 minutes, that would be fantastic.
Okay, I'll
Thank
try
you.
to do my best. Yes, hi, my name is William or Bill Lyons. I live at 245 Walhalla Road in Columbus, Ohio. And I'm here to ask for approval for this resolution. First of all, the term brine is a euphemistic misnomer that has been promoted by the oil and gas industry to hide what it really is, which is toxic and radioactive oil and gas waste. Trillions of gallons of this stuff is produced every year by oil and gas activities, and of course the industry has to find ways of dispose of it, injection wells being one, but of course spreading it on roads is the cheaper way for them to get rid of it. But this practice should never have been allowed or should never be allowed. And why? Because, first of all, brine gives you the impression it's just salt water, but of course it's not. It's full of heavy metals, things like arsenic, lead, mercury, benzene, many others, and some proprietary things we don't know, but it's full of, most alarmingly, radium-226 and 228. Radium is water-soluble, bone-seeking, so our bodies treat it as if it's calcium, gets lodged in our bones, and it emits alpha particles, which are very dangerous, especially when inhaled, swallowed, or absorbed through wounds, cuts, or so forth. So how do we know that, first of all, that this oil and gas brine has these levels? Well, ODNR ran tests on, I think it was 151 wells a few years ago throughout Ohio, and found that all of them had excessive amounts of radium. Just to give you an idea of the levels there, in the drinking water that EPA says is safe, should be less than 5 picocuries per liter, which is a measure of radioactivity for both of those combined. Well, and the Ohio Revised Code lists 60 picocuries per liter per each of those. But they found that when they tested these, the brine from these wells, they had thousands of picocuries per liter, and all of them violated this discharge to the environment limit, let alone drinking water.
30 seconds, sir.
Okay. Well, there's a lot to say on this, but one thing that the International Atomic Energy Agency stated that also radium is readily absorbed to minerals and clay soils. So if it's used as a dust suppressant, which is what the application was, once the application dries and dust is spread, now it's laced with radium. So for voting for approval of this, you will not only be thanked by the workers of the facility, who will have to breathe the dust once it dries and has to wait for reapplication. There have been studies to show that also oil and gas brine is ineffective. Then the surrounding residents will thank you, Franklin County, because you have the resolution not wanting to approve future applications of this, all of Ohio for what about the visitors and people who want to move to Franklin County, as well as future generations, because the radioactivity for radium-226 stays radioactive for thousands of years. So I hope that you'll work for the day when all of this practice is stopped throughout Ohio, and not just in Franklin County and Athens County. Thank you.
I do have a question. Can you just help me understand what is aqua salina? Is that the RA 226 and 228?
Yeah.
Or is that the name of the type of brine? Can you
Okay, good question. There is a facility that's in Mogadore and Cleveland that they call their company, well, it's Duck Creek Energy, but then they also have Nature's Source, they call it, and they create this product called aqua salina. And sounds very nice. But all it is he takes this brine and he filters it somehow so that he takes out like the oil, so it's no longer black and it's clear, and he colors it and promotes it as, you know, a de-icer and a dust suppressant. Well, tests from this product, it used to be on shelves in Lowe's, and they pulled it because of the public made Lowe's know about ODNR, as well as some scientists at Duquesne University tested his product and found it had just as much radium and all these heavy metals in it as brine does. And he's been trying to promote this to get it back on the shelves and to have no regulations, because currently if someone is a brine hauler, they have to register, pay a fee, and they have to say where they're spreading it and how much. Well, he wants to remove all of that, and he's gone through 3 different General Assemblies trying to promote his bills, and there's currently one, House Bill 228 and Senate Bill 171, which I've testified against, and they are in committee and trying to get this product to be classified as a commodity so that it no longer falls under regulations of brine, which, like I said, we don't think that any brine should be spread. But so that's what this product is, but it's not safe, and he tries to promote it as safe. And so one disturbing thing in these 2 bills, it allows for his product to have, and other products who are made, currently he's the only one who processes this raw brine into a product that is like this. It will allow 20,000 picocuries per liter. It says in the bill of radium, as well as so many levels of all of these other harmful things I just mentioned, lead, benzene, arsenic, and mercury, and so forth. So it's just crazy poisoning of the people, and we certainly hope that it gets stopped, and will never come back again.
Thank you for that. I am familiar with House Bill 228. So thank you. I do have a question for Deputy Administrator Janice. I just want to be clear and put on the record, there are other types of product that we can use that are not radioactive, does not harm the environment and is harmful to our neighbors here in Franklin County. That is correct.
That's correct, Commissioner. And in fact, as part of our analysis, we reached out to the county engineer's office, and they use alternate products that do not have these elements in them. So they use other types of products to do their dust control and for roads. So there are alternatives for private entities to use.
So if we approve this resolution, Franklin County will be the second county in the state to move forward in this direction. Is that correct?
Yes, as far as I'm concerned. I know Athens County, their commissioners have also passed a resolution to not approve brine spreading. And I'm with several groups who are trying to stop this practice of contaminating our health and our environment for future generations throughout Ohio.
And just to clarify, Commissioners, this resolution does two things. One, per the Ohio Revised Code, it acts on the actual application that we received, so we're recommending the disapproval. But we also, in addition to that, wanted to make sure we made the policy statement to the public that we don't condone the use of these products and don't intend to approve them in the future. So the resolution contains both pieces.
Any other comments or questions?
Nope.
All
Pretty
right.
simple,
Yeah.
straightforward.
Thank you. With that, I move to approve Resolution 56221.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 56221 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. All right, Clerk Endenling, do we have any journalizations today?
Not today, Commissioner.
Excellent. I don't know if Mark is not, he is on. Mark, do we have any questions from the media?
None for me this morning. Thank you.
We woke him up. All right. Well, if there's no questions from the media, then we are finished with today's meeting, and we will see everybody next week. All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Take care. Have a great day.
Record.